Alright, so to make the cake, first of all, we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. Alright, so today we're going to make a fruit cake, very simple. Starting off with 3 eggs, we're going to add a tablespoon or so of vanilla. Adding 3 cups of sugar to those eggs. And then we're going to whisk it. Nicely whisked. So we're going to add in 1.5 cups of oil. I'm using sunflower oil. Most cooking oils can work. Preference, I'm deciding to add about a teaspoon of orange extract. You could also add orange zest to this. Or you could leave out all of the things that set the vanilla and do a plain cake. I've changed from a whisk to a spoon. And I'm going to be adding in 5 cups of flour and folding that in with 2 cups of water, which have 1 tablespoon of white vinegar added to it. So no milk in this recipe, no butter in this recipe. We're using eggs though, and it has oil to replace the butter. And basically we're just going to bring this together. Once we bring it together, we'll whisk again.
It is time that we finish this.
And it's time to add the raisin agent now, which would be 2 tablespoons of baking powder.
We'll go back to Netherlands.
You'll visit us sometime, Peter.
I will, Wendy. Promise.
Last but not least, 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Now we're going to whisk everything until this batter gets smooth. That's smooth enough.
One day, they get an evil stepmother.
So now we're going to add to this some dried fruit. I've got some orange peel. I'll say I put about a 1/3 cup of that. I've got some nice raisins.
What are you saying?
Put about a 1/3 cup of them as well.
Was very persistent, and she kept talking.
And I'm also going to cut up some cherries and add about the same, well, maybe not 1/3 cup, maybe a 1/4 cup of cherries. Now I really appreciate my orange flavor, and because I'm also using mixed peel, I'm sticking to that. But as I said, you could add the rind of an orange grated finely. You could also add some cinnamon here, some nutmeg, and make a spiced cake. But I'm going to keep it as a fruit cake with the orange essence. And you see I've gone back to my spoon now and just stirring that in gently. Now for my pans. These are 2 8-inch pans, and for the remainder, but it's just a half pan, is that I'm going to spray each of these and spread out the batter. Alright, so these are sprayed. You could also butter and flour these pans, and I'm going to pour my batter in. Alright, so I knew that I wouldn't be able to really do a lot of damage to these pans because it was only 5 cups, but I had this idea of doing this one because I want to do it like bars and do like a little thin white dressing across it drizzled on, and then these ones I want to be more cakes. So I ended up doing 1/3 of a pan in each of these, and this one just a thin layer on the bottom. This is how you make this cake, and there are many variations you can do, and it's really simple, and it doesn't even use butter, which is way more expensive than oil. It's been exactly 40 minutes. At about 30 minutes I checked it and it was basically done, but it had no color. This is why I like to make brown sugar cakes when I make these quick cakes, but I use white sugar because I'm trying to save my brown sugar. Anyway, the cake is done. You can test it when it springs back like that, but as you can see I gave it a little stick. The knife came out clean. And the other 2 cakes I'll test them. So you can look at this knife and see it has just a little bit of cake on it, which means the cake is almost finished. So I'll check again in 5 minutes, which would mean the cake took about 45 to 50 minutes to cook. So here I have 2 tablespoons of sugar, a teaspoon of water, and a 1.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons of Mount Gay extra oil. I'm just trying to get it to get fully dissolved. So I use a knife quickly and puncture some holes in my hot cake. I want the cake to be hot so it can help some of this to evaporate off. And then I'm just gonna pour the liquid over the cake, and then I'm gonna just drip the little bits of sugar over it as well. You could use icing sugar if it matters to you, if it's smooth or not. Actually, what I'm gonna do is just get my fingers and smooth the sugar all over the top of this cake. So just one of the cakes, I've put a bit of rum on. One thing I could have done was coat the raisins and cherries in flour to stop them from sinking a bit. However, it's not really necessary. Here, this cake is just for my family. It came out very close to a box cake, so it's nice, it's moist, everything nice, fast and easy.
It's real good. Super.
It's super?
Yeah. It's super yummy.